Xfinity Series. Today we're at Charlotte.
Hennessy Performance League, but yes, we are at Charlotte today. We got me, JoJo Siwa, we got Brody in here, and Captain Dead Dad. Yeah, so
You can be rolling by yourself for a moment. I've got to tag the fucking stream.
So Brody, who do you got winning tonight?
I am going to go with Masopes for tonight. I've ran with him at Charlotte in the past, and I've always noticed that he's been really fast at this track, and he needs redemption after the finish at Pocono with Mayhem, so look for him to be up front all night.
Alright, Captain Dead Dad, who do you got winning tonight?
Being that I'm pretty inexperienced with the Xfinity series as a whole, being that I'm new, it's really just a toss-up for me. Masopes has looked strong pretty much all season, and so hasn't Mayhem. So, I'd say it's a toss-up between either of them.
Alright. Well, if my driver would join the chat, or join the Discord like he said he was going to today, my pick's Turbo. I've seen him race against Joker, seen him race against a bunch of these guys, and he's pretty quick. I think he's gonna, if he races, gonna get his first win in his debut. I did have Masopes winning though. I had Masopes winning, but if Turbo races, I think he might be able to edge him out, but we will see.
Yeah, I suppose we will see. I think they're going to get started here in a couple minutes, so once we get that go-ahead from Joker, we'll hop on in.
While we are waiting, do you dip your french fries in ice cream, Brody, Captain Dead Dad?
I have before. I don't usually.
Only whenever I go to Wendy's. Everywhere else, it's a definite no.
Not even Brahms?
Where?
You don't know what Brahms is?
No, I do not.
Where do you live?
I live in Ohio.
I think there is some confusion for tonight.
Yeah?
The attendance is low and a lot of people are checking off on this. So it makes me think that people think that the Roval is tonight. But it is the Oval.
Yeah, it is the Oval. Huh.
Hold on a minute. There's not a Brahms in Ohio? B-R-A-U-M-S?
To my knowledge, no. I've never seen a Brahms.
Brody, you know what Brahms is, right?
I can't say I do.
What? No, you guys are lying. April Fools, haha, funny.
300 locations in Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, Missouri, and Arkansas. Never heard of it because I'm in Ohio.
What? You know what McDonald's is?
Yes. Who doesn't?
It's a McDonald's basically, except with a lot of ice cream.
If I were to type in my zip code and go with the largest radius that I can at 500 miles, it does not pull up anything near me. So,
wow.
I think you're...
You heard it. You heard it first here, folks. Dead Dad and Brody are uncultured. So, it is what it is, though. We still love them here.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is?
You're throwing out all these names, and it's just...
Oh my
nothing.
God!
Yeah, nothing rings a bell.
Dairy Queen?
Yeah. Everyone knows Dairy Queen.
Brody?
Oh, I obviously know what Dairy Queen is.
Oh my God.
I think you're just throwing... Yeah, I think you're throwing out all these local locations.
Well, yeah, because I thought they were like...
You're in Oklahoma.
I mean, if I were to bring up Donato's Pizza, do you know what that is?
Yes, I do actually.
Have you been to one?
Nope. But there is one over here. Yeah, but I've heard of it. Like, I'm actually shocked. I thought Brahms was like huge.
I mean, 300 locations is big, but apparently not big enough to reach Midwest.
What about Raising Cane's?
Yeah, I eat that like once or twice a week. It's good.
KFC?
I don't eat it as much. I have like a location near me.
Did get an invite from Joker. I don't think we can join yet, but we did get the invite.
I am checking real quick. Oh, shit.
What?
We're just waiting around, I suppose. Yeah, we're not supposed to join yet, so we keep waiting.
Everyone is asking for another invite.
Nice.
Joker
will
said
say-
starting at 35 no matter what. I'm not exactly sure if they have qualified yet.
I would not be surprised.
I do not
No,
think they
I'm
have. So we.
I'm gonna need
there's-
them to. I'm gonna need them to hurry up a little bit because got stuff to do.
That cup race in an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, but speaking of that cup race, what's your guys' thoughts going on with that tonight?
Heredia.
Heredia. He's
Cool.
in my head. Yeah.
Living rent free, ain't he?
Yep.
Once Brody runs on 20-minute 15.3s in a row, I think Heredia's got it unless he crashes out.
I mean, I'm sure there's a pretty decent chance that someone just lacks the talent, namely someone whose name starts with C and ends with ass, but not naming anyone specific, don't worry.
Oh, if he's watching the stream, he's gonna
Yeah, you're about to
cancel
give
you.
We got the go-ahead to join now, so... Alright.
qualifying. Very impressive. by
I suppose so.
Wait, we can?
Yep, we're good to join.
I did not see that anywhere. I gotta send Joker an invite apparently.
There we go, and it looks like Mo Doodle is on the pole. So...
For him.
The guy,
Really expecting to load up and see McCart on the pole.
the guy none of us expected to be on the pole.
Only 13 drivers. I definitely would have hot seated this if I would have known that. But
Well,
I do not
Tiger-
have race attendance.
Tiger didn't respond for 3 hours, so I couldn't.
Also, booth today, in case you missed it, that is Jojo Siwa Later, Brody, and Captain Dead Dad for today.
Mo Doodle is going to lead the first lap
Alright.
if this is the first lap, but that 16's under him. Rich
Yeah.
Gang. Oh, Gigi moves him into the
Ooh.
wall.
Yeah, they're both on the wall. There's a lot of beating and banging.
Gigi
Already.
takes the lead. We got Shifter behind him.
It's only the first lap, too. And there's the man that said he would make it the entirety of stage 1 without pitting, Matt Black, the number 10, sitting
He is going
way in the
for it.
back. If he can make it, props to him. I found it was a struggle to even go the first stage of 15 laps in trucks yesterday. So, I guess we'll just have to check back in on him later if he actually makes it.
I'm really liking the speed from Gigi right now.
Yeah, it's always good to see Gigi up front. We know last season he didn't make the playoffs in the Cup, but like
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
he struggled at a few tracks in the playoffs, but he's shown speed at every track this season, in my opinion.
I agree. We could also, he hasn't done the greatest at road courses. I think that's been his kryptonite. But any mile and a half track, he's always been up there in contention. Really happy to see him running well.
Also, looking back to the two I had called out earlier, Mayhem and Masopes, 1 and 2 for the points lead, they're both sitting roughly mid-pack, a little bit towards the front. Mayhem just barely having the edge, though. I'd assume they have just about the same plan going into this. Oh, one car is into the wall coming off of turn 4.
Should be alright.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it amounted to much aside from just losing some speed, and I assume the draft, that's a
3 wide into the
big
corner.
distance.
One car in the wall. 54 back up into the one. A lot of beating and banging.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so the 54 goes from 1st to 11th, I believe.
Damn. It's been pretty tough for JGR throughout the majority of its seasons, aside from Masopes. He's been the shining light of JGR as a whole.
Yeah, he really has. I'm really surprised that I don't see the 18 in here as well. I know the 19 can't make any of the rest of the races.
The 18, I think he's been struggling a bit lately, just with attendance overall. I would have loved to.
What happened to Shifter?
What we were just talking about, he got squeezed in 3 wide. I think Mayhem came up the track.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Well, as we're talking about Mayhem, I think he's going for the lead right now.
Ooh, he's in the infield slightly too.
Yep, and he's gonna run into 16 up the up the track.
That sounds like Mayhem.
Yep.
It seems like he's still stuck on the inside, so it looks like he's just barely going to grab the lead here if he can get up in front of Diamonds real quick.
66 is going to get loose. They're going to split him. Gigi's going to get split as well.
Ooh.
Wonder what happened to him.
Yeah, it seems like the leader from earlier, he's just getting bumped up into the outside wall over and over. That's tough for him, I guess.
Well, I guess now we can talk about our 2 hot seats of this race. Drunkfest is running the 22. He's our Cup Series regular. He is, I think, secured into the playoffs, assuming no one wins. I think he's sitting about,
good for...
what, 8th in the standings?
Yeah, he's 8th, so 3 different people outside the top 10 would have to win, which is not likely. So he's most likely secured. He has good runs every week, too.
Yep.
So.
And our other one is our Truck Series regular Fluffy Sacks in the 51.
He seems... He looks like he's kind of lacking a little bit. He's in the back. He's still got the draft of the main pack, so...
Yeah.
Just got bumped in the infield a bit.
Yeah, I know him. He just likes to ride it easy.
Yeah, yesterday he did honestly about the same thing yesterday. He wasn't really trying to go super aggressive, but I think he was trying to save it a little bit too. So
I think Masopes is coming on pit road this time.
Yeah, seems, I don't know.
Yep.
Pits have already started.
Gigi almost gets rear-ended.
And 2 calls. It looks like Mayhem, Masopes, the
Mayhem
66.
didn't signal it. That was very risky by Mayhem.
The 08 all went out to the pits. Those were not the main 4 cars for that first half of the stage. So hopefully we get to... hopefully we see what happens.
I'm going to make sure no one sped. Mayhem and Masopes get off.
The pits. I think he missed the pits. He was, maybe not. He was trying to enter and got clipped.
It looks like the 08 and 66 might have sped.
Well, Mayhem and Masopes both, I think, took right sides or fuel.
Okay.
But remember, that 10 car, still a full lap ahead of those.
Yeah, Matt Black, he's still he's chugging along. If he could win this stage, kudos to him again.
Yep.
I wouldn't think it'd be possible. I don't know how much fuel you get or for a full tank of gas, but if he could just keep pulling this off and lag around the track and win the stage, that's some big stage points there.
He's got a really big lead right now. Who is I think our leaders, as of right now, would be Drunk, followed by Rich Gang, and who's that? Fluffy, I believe? Yeah. Those cars have not pit yet. Looks like Rich Gang will signal this time.
Yep. That seems we've still got the 10 just holding on to his lead. Finally being passed.
The 10 car's not scored as the leader right now.
Oh, he's not.
No, I think Drunk and Fluffy are the other two.
Ah, okay.
Which, you know, they don't got anything to lose. They could be saving right now.
Yeah.
Drunk's pitting this time.
Oh, it looks like Masopes might have a little bit of front end damage. I might have missed that. He might have just rear-ended someone, but
Drunk is coming to pit this time, and Fluffy will as well. So that will hand the lead, or it should hand the lead to the 10 car.
yeah.
Said mark his words, he will make it this stage.
Ooh. 7 nearly puts the 13 out into the wall while also sending himself into the grass a little bit.
Yeah, he is saving hard right now. He
Yeah.
realizes the lead that he has. And I
mean,
believe the next car to him...
if everyone's pit, I think that'd be Mayhem, and the Soaps would be right behind him.
Yeah.
And looks like they're just coming out of 2, and he's just now going into 2, so...
Yep, and Drunk is going to come out with him, so that should be... technically the battle for the lead if they do catch the 10 car.
Yeah, so... I'm shocked that the 10 is actually... It looks like he's gonna make it.
Oh yeah, he said he was gonna try it at least. No, I have noticed he is one of those drivers that always tries something new.
I mean, if you can try something new and it works...
He's got a half a lap lead right now, so...
He's still got a... Yeah, he does still have a hell of a lead, and... all the time in the world, I think there's probably... few laps remaining, too.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder if he's practiced this, maybe.
He might have. He's taking this last turn awfully slow.
He knows what he's doing. Not out of fuel yet.
Yeah.
Heard him get back on the gas.
Looks like our other 2 leaders, Mayhem and Soaps, just now coming out of 4. And he's still got that half a lap lead on them as our leader comes out of 2.
Yeah, I don't think any of those front drivers took tires. That could be why the 10 is keeping this advantage more than it should be.
I think they might have dropped the ball a little bit not taking tires there.
Yeah.
Just in awe that he's actually gonna make it.
And he is going so slow that I'm surprised he's sticking to the banking.
It's shocking, to say the least.
He's still got a full straightaway on them.
I know. He's probably chugging along, I think probably about 110, maybe 120.
I don't know. He is... Yeah, he's letting off. Right there, he let off in the trial.
He's really...
Oh my gosh.
Wait, is that the end of the stage?
Is that the end of the stage?
Or did he run out?
I think he got it.
Oh, he made it.
That's the end of the stage.
Yeah, he made it.
Congrats to the 10.
He made it
Good
easily
job.
too. I mean, he's got a 3 seconds on him. 3
Yeah,
seconds on him.
he's easily got plenty of time. I guess there was a method to his madness. Congrats to Matt Black for winning stage 1 there. I believe it was followed up by Mayhem and then Masopes just behind him. Sadly, I do not think any of us were watching them at the time. But
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he did something new, and I got it. Got him a stage win and a playoff point, so...
Yeah, I'm talking
Can't blame him.
with him right now, and he said, "Lol, I can't believe it worked."
Alright, coming back to line, it looks like Matt Black still has the lead, followed by Mayhem on the outside. And Modoodle, our pole sitter, finally got back up after getting pinned outside and just stuck all the way in the back, so I think it seems like things might have turned around for him.
Modoodle is one of my drivers. He's gonna need a good run here though, because I'm pretty sure he's 10th in points, so he's definitely gonna need to run well here today.
Definitely I think in the playoff drivers 10 as a whole for Xfinity.
Yep.
So yeah, he's right there on the edge. And it looks like we got one car sitting way in the back. I think he might have hit the outside wall. That is actually, yeah, that is a caution. Maybe a caution?
I don't think it's a manual. Yeah, it's just a regular caution.
That's a regular caution. And it looks like Matt Black, Insane Man himself, still holding the lead. Mayhem dropped back a spot. And Modoodle was able to sneak in
strategy into this race.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, after that crazy first stage, Brody, would you like to make any changes to who you think's going to win, or are you still sticking with Masopes? Alright. Well, it looks like Mayhem and Masopes got back out up front. I think they might have not taken any fuel or tires. It looks like Modoodle and a couple of others did. Or a good few others, anyway.
It's going to be exciting watching these two the rest of the season and in the playoffs. Kenny's showing some speed here. He moves the inside a second. He had a really strong start, then fell off a little bit, but
yeah,
it's looking good here so far. Been
Mayhem with a big block going into turn 3. They're nearly 3 wide coming out of the turn. With Drunkfest looking to try and make that move to pass Kenny. Looks like he's barely able to get into the inside, and he bumps Masopes into the wall and into the
16.
And no.
There they go.
It's chaos. That is definitely going to be a caution.
Jeez, he tripped in the corner.
It looks like Kenny was able to barely, or not Kenny, Drunkfest was barely able to slip into either second or third there. So good for him, even though I'm not to say who exactly caused it, but he was one of the main aggressors there after giving Kenny that bump into Masopes going into turn 2.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if the 22 hit the 7 up into the 20, I believe.
I know they got 3 wide going into turn 2.
Yeah.
Drunkfest was barely able to get into Kenny's inside, and might have just been a racing incident. A little tap on the inside. Not much he can do. And here's someone I don't think we've seen him up front at all yet. McCard in the 1. I don't think he's been up there for very long. I think he just got up recently.
He qualified 3rd. Something happened to him at the beginning of the race.
Yeah.
I believe he got pushed into the wall or something. But
I believe so. looks like he hasn't had too hard a time getting back up to the front. So
Yeah, he's usually fast and
ooh, someone's back into the
hit the wall. Yeah.
16. Looks like McCard tried to go for a move on Drunkfest and take his inside. And it looks like the 51 got sent into the inside wall.
I believe.
Yeah, that's tough for him. I saw him sitting up there towards the front for a moment. But tough break for him. Thankfully, he's still got a whole nother stage. Going back to Matt Black in the 10, he's sitting back there with the outside pack, so I think he's probably considering saving all the way to the end of the stage again. Although I can't imagine they've got very much laps left with those two cautions.
You know, I think that this stage is shortened by a couple laps, so it could work.
I believe so. I mean, he's definitely way back there. I don't think he's got the draft of the main pack, though. It definitely looks like a bit of a stretch. But it'll be interesting to see where he ends up today.
Here comes McCard to the lead.
Yeah, McCard's looking to make that inside move on Drunkfest, but his teammate Kenny is pushing Drunk to keep him in the lead. You think that could be a sign of disloyalty within JRM?
Oh, for sure. You always help a teammate out in that situation. Yeah.
Definitely help a teammate out in that situation. That I'm not going to say that cost McCard the stage, because I'm sure we've still got some laps, but oh.
Well, these JRM teammates better help each other, because that 98 is a teammate of the 22. And that 66 will go with anyone.
Behind the 66 is his teammate, 78, so.
You are right. 2v2v2.
Let's see how two JRM teammates work together. Try and get past this 22, hopefully. They're swerving around an awful lot. Breaking each other's drive. There doesn't seem to be very much synergy between them two. 98 of Mayhem's just right on their tail, slowly but surely creeping back up, and Kenny gets moved up high coming out of turn 4, and Mayhem takes over his spot, leaving McCard just all by himself up front.
Gapped a little, but the draft. Oh, and the 78-20 hit the wall in the back there, but they seem to be just a little bit off the pace, but they'll come back up there.
Oh, I'm sure Masopes will definitely make his way back up quickly. I have no doubts in that. Yeah, McCard just kind of stuck by himself. Drunkfest doesn't seem to be giving him much room to draft, and it looks like Mayhem's gonna take the move to the inside and just barely squeak by for second.
Yep, and Drunk, the 22 is gonna come down and help.
Drunk moved down to give Mayhem the draft, and it looks like he is taking second just easily. It's amazing what teamwork can do sometimes.
Yep. The 1 and the 7 need to be taking notes.
Yeah, I better take
that
notes
was
for
the stage.
Oval, so good job to Drunkfest for winning the stage and pulling his teammate Mayhem up into second. Really tough for McCart and Kenny, grabbing a third and I believe fifth or sixth. We've got the 66 and 78 rounding out, I believe, the top 5. So, good for them. See if anyone moves around during these pits. I don't imagine we're going to see much strategy other than 2 cans fuel and tires, but and it looks like...
Oh, I just got a quote from the owner of JRM. Yeah, he did not like, can't really say the sentence, but he was questioning the 7 and why he went with drunk.
That's a very good question. That's something they need to bring up by themselves.
Yep.
The 7 really should have moved down there. And it looks like they're nearly 3 wide going into turn 3.
3 wide. Somehow gonna make it work.
Nearly. It looks like McCart barely pulled out into the lead there, but he's got that 22 and 98 on the inside and outside just behind him, so looks like nope, there's no caution.
Still making it work.
Yeah, I mean, good for
Very
McCart.
impressive. By that 78, 7, and 66. They stayed 3 wide that whole lap right there.
I know.
Oh, as I say something.
Can't say anything. Oh, 7 gets walled.
Jeez. It's looking like utter mayhem back there. And yet, somehow, by pure grace, it looks like McCart's still holding on to the lead with Drunken Mayhem just right behind him. And one car goes around, it looks like the 78. Oh, damn.
Talked about him needing a good run. He needs...
Oh,
caution's out.
Yep, caution is out.
Luckily. And the 78 didn't spin out, I don't think. He's in 6th or 7th still. So, there's another driver we haven't talked about, the 13 of Hale State. He's made his way to the top 6. Maybe he's saved a little bit of energy to get up here towards the end.
It definitely seems like he snuck his way up towards the top, so good for him. I mean, if he can grab a pretty good finish, I'm not sure where he is points-wise, but let's check real quick. 13 currently 19th in points, so a good finish isn't going to get him much here. Obviously, it'd be amazing if he got a good finish, but being that far back in points, not much he can do. It looks like Masopes has made his way back up to 5th or 6th. And it looks like Drunk gave McCart the boot up to the outside wall.
Yeah, he said you are not getting in line.
Anyone want to tell me why it says Modoodles in the 99?
The 99 has 2 paint schemes. The 78 car and the 99 itself. It's a weird situation. It looks like Drunk might pull back into the lead because the 54 of Shifter does not... He just now got Masopes behind him. But it doesn't look like he's going to help him, though.
I think he's on older tires.
Possibly.
He started at the front. Not really sure where he came from.
Yeah.
I mean, Masopes pushes Mayhem up towards the outside to take second away. And it looks like the 16's just barely getting past Mayhem there to take third. Mayhem seems like he's fallen back. He's way away from Drunkfest now, who's holding the lead pretty steadily, making sure the 20 doesn't get any of his draft. So, well, JoJo, would you like to make any changes on who you think's gonna win right now?
Nope, I'm keeping Soaps.
You're keeping
100%.
Masopes. Brody, who do you got any changes to yours? Cool.
Brody has passed away.
Brody has sadly died midstream.
It's my mic. I was talking too. That's the funny thing.
Would you like to make any changes on who you think's gonna win this?
I would not. I see Masopes battling out for second place right now. He looks to be having a really good run.
Rich Gang in the 16, he's been everywhere position-wise. He's made his way back up towards the front. He could be there when he needs to be. I wouldn't be surprised if Masopes in the 16. There's
big
a
crash.
big crash. One car goes around, two of them collected.
The 13 to 66.
That
to
is
7.
a caution.
Yeah,
Two of my drivers.
Mayhem did not make the corner and then came back down and into the traffic.
Oh. Poor Mayhem. Hopefully he does not get any penalties for that one, since he is the current points leader. That would definitely hurt his playoffs.
Man. Yeah, Drunk does look strong, but I mean, I can't. Soaps is just my dad, so I gotta stay with him.
Even with Drunk being strong all race, it's been kind of off the back of Mayhem, who's seemed to faltered a little bit in late stages, or late stage 3. It actually looks like he just dropped behind both Rich Gang and Masopes for third, but he's got his teammate Mayhem just behind him again, so. Ooh, Masopes with a big block on a Drunk Fest.
I have noticed that 16 is fast. He was kind of
That's
Masopes on the outside.
That 16 could definitely sneak its way into the win. I'm sure he definitely needs that win right now.
Yep.
The
He is outside of the playoffs without it.
The 16 is just outside the playoffs, and he has only run 10 races this season. So I don't even know if he'd be eligible for the playoffs.
He would.
would?
He would if he races the remainder.
Okay, so a win here would be amazing for Rich Gang. He'd just sneak into the playoffs. He'd lock in another playoff position for CGR.
Yep.
Do we anyone know how many laps are left?
I can imagine we're coming down towards the end. We've run a few decent stints, and there's been like 3 cautions, so I'd say we're roughly within about 10 to go.
Let me see if anyone's streaming.
Here's something we haven't seen all race. That 16 starting to pull away from the rest of the field as they get organized, as I say that.
Yeah, that 16 definitely took advantage of the field's disorganization and chaos for a moment. If he can get this win here, it's going to be huge. Especially if he can...
So I don't know if I heard this right, but I think I was told there's 35 to go.
Alright, so we've got probably a couple more pit stops in.
No, I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's what I heard.
I think 35 was the remainder of the stage.
Is no one else streaming?
Nope.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah,
finally,
break.
finally it looks like Rich Gang just about to lose the lead to Drunkfest and Masopes. And followed by the 78 as well, but Rich Gang is just barely able to hold it on the outside.
I get, Ghost said the stream is
It's lagging. I don't know why I had issues. I just plugged in my Ethernet cable not too long ago. Hopefully those issues get fixed pretty quickly though. I could not tell you what could be wrong. Anyway, coming back to or battle for the lead right now. Looks like Masopes has managed to pull ahead of Rich Gang with Drunkfest falling behind him, and Macard just barely in third. He's managed to work his way and just stay up towards the lead. He might have a teammate in Drunkfest to try and take that lead, but I'm not sure. It seems like Drunkfest is trying to decide which line to hold. I'd love... Probably...
Do that.
Yeah.
Soaps back.
Soaps
Yeah, and hits the wall.
barely
I can't
into
say
the
anything.
wall. It's almost like a curse.
Oh.
Yeah, Rich Gang trying to go for another move on the outside on my Soaps. It didn't really work the first time, but he might get it here if he can get Drunkfest and Macard to give him a little push down the front stretch or back stretch.
That 16 stays to the outside. He's gonna have a run. 22 is gonna go with.
It looks like he
They
just
said the
might
stream
take
was
back the
lagging real
lead.
bad, by the way.
I really don't know why it would be.
I'm about to go look.
Really fathoms me. Like I have it pulled up right now.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Anyway, the 16 and the 20 get into it, and it looks like Drunkfest swerved for some reason.
I think the 16 got loose and got into the 22.
He might have.
Mo Doodle into the grass, almost hits pit road. Oh wow, that was close.
Looks like we've got a really familiar top 5 of Masopes, Rich Gang, Macard, and then Drunkfest followed by Mayhem. So if Mayhem and Drunk can get together, that's one hell of a gap to really make up during this. I would like to say they could push each other to the win, because I don't think any other car is going to work together up in the top 3. It looks like Mayhem fell back pretty fast though. So
Yeah, he has no draft, so that's not gonna help his cause.
yeah, I think pits might be coming up within the next 3 to 4 laps though. It looks like they're starting to slow down an awful lot in the corners.
Hail State's caught Mayhem as well as Mo Doodle. Hail State's looking good towards the end of this race.
Ooh,
I don't think they got enough time to catch these 4 though.
barely up into the outside wall for a moment, but he's still holding strong in first. This was big for big for JGR. Rich Gang tried to look for the inside, maybe trying to pull Macard and Drunkfest inside on the backstretch, but they didn't follow him. It looks like Macard, he's just going to try and go for second, but there's just not enough room for him to make that push. It looks like he's finally going to get it, because Rich Gang really trying to work that high side, but Macard barely able to slip by. Rich Gang
16
getting a bit loose,
16's
coming
going to
into
pit
pits
road.
actually.
Yep.
No, he's not. Yep, he's coming into pits.
Oh, Mo Doodle into the wall.
It looks like your 3 leaders right now, Masopes, Macard, and Drunkfest, who haven't really been doing a whole lot of working together. They're kind of stretched apart right now. I think they'd all come down probably about the same time, though.
I think they wait another lap or 2.
I guess we shall see shortly. And it looks like we have Hail State going into the pits now. Masopes getting loose into turn 1 a little bit.
Hard right with him now.
Yeah, Macard probably could make the move barely on the outside. But it doesn't look like he's going to try and complete the pass. They are not coming down to pits yet, so it makes you wonder how many laps of fuel and how much tires they have left. Macard dipping into the outside wall just a little bit. So
Yeah, what I'm wondering what kind of here they come this time, but I'm wondering what strategy the 16 was on. Maybe he thought that the second part of, I guess, this run
Soaps
actually
card
might not.
followed by the 78 and 08 coming into the pits, along with the 54 just barely pulling it into the pits.
I
then we
believe the 16 pit early and took everything. And these people that are coming down this time will only have to take a can and a half, maybe.
Possibly,
They could take two
know.
tires.
Kenny gets out first. Wow. Kenny took right side, so I'm gonna guess everyone else taking 4.
The
There goes
16 catching back
Yeah,
up
let's see how
to
this
Matt
works.
Black. The 10, the shock winner for stage 1, finally coming down pits after what seems forever. He would definitely
Kenny's
be
got the lead
a
right
surprise
now.
win.
Yep. Kenny's going to be in the lead, and the 16's going to be in second. That's what hitting 2 laps early does for you.
Yeah.
Now, where's the 20? Is he with the 1?
The 20
Is
is
Yeah.
with the
Yep.
1 and the 22 again. If they can work together, I feel they could definitely catch Kenny pretty easily. Especially with
But-
Kenny having 2 lap older tires.
That's Rich Gang. Kenny has right sides on, and he's even further ahead.
Oh. Well. Yeah, Kenny going just now coming out of turn 4 actually. With the group of the 1, 20, and 22 now coming out of turn 4.
That is a big gap.
That is a huge gap. It might look like a surprise win for Kenny, who earlier had definitely screwed over his teammate.
Yeah, I would like to see the intervals and how they're catching it. Well, Kenny is...
I mean, with Kenny
Is
being...
he saving?
We got about 19 laps to go around that range, Joker said.
2019, okay. It does not... It kind of looks like Kenny's saving just a little bit. It doesn't look like he's going all out on these laps. But
He's got almost a full straightaway, so
it
he's got a
looks like
lot of
the-
work to do, honestly, if there's about 18, 19 to go.
Yeah, it looks like the group of the 1, 20, and 22 are just slowly but surely catching up to Rich Gang in the 16. I think he might try and just block him here, but it seems like they're all saving tires and fuel now, holding it to the end.
If that 16's smart, he did pit before him, I'd just let these 3 go to the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe.
Ride behind them until the tires equalize, and oh, you catch up to that 7.
Yeah, if they can all somehow manage to work together here, which it does not look like they will go 2 by 2 out of turn 2. With Masopes swinging back up to the outside.
They're still going to have to pit one more time, is what I'm hearing.
I'm surprised they're not working together. If they did, they'd definitely quickly run down Kenny. It seems like the little group has finally made it past Rich Gang, who has, like Brody brought up, just pulled in behind them, and it looks like he's just kind of waiting them out, letting the tires even up a little bit.
You wonder if there's enough time. I know they got to pit one more time, but
They definitely do. I would say they'd most likely pit with probably about 10 to go. That would
either that
definitely
or
give
they're
them...
going to stretch it out all the way and take no tires if possible. Maybe that's why they're saving tires and fuel.
Well, that also could be a reason why Kenny took 2 on.
Kenny's still holding that lead strong. He's got a whole front, not even a whole front stretch, about half a front stretch on them.
Drunk Fest. Looks like his car just went straight in the corner and smacked the wall. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep up with them now.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's just barely got the draft of Rich Gang, who's just barely got the draft of Masopes. It'll definitely be interesting. They were slowly gaining on Kenny, too. Like, Kenny's just now crossing the line, and the little group that could is just now crossing the line, actually.
Okay. Well, Joker just said he doesn't know if Kenny's the leader because something's confusing. So we could be looking at the battle for the lead right now.
Yeah, we definitely
don't
could.
know.
Oh,
It was Joker's exact words. I don't know who is leading.
hopefully we can find out. If there's another caution, I guess we'll definitely know for sure, but it does not look like it is, and Hale State has gone back into the pits again. It seems like pits may be starting back up within the next 2 to 3 laps. And it looks like a little group that could is making their way around the 08, which Kenny had passed not too long ago, if he is our leader, that is. And I'd assume that this group should all pit together.
I think Kenny does have the lead. I think he took no tires or 2. But
Yeah.
he got such a big lead. I don't know.
I think if Kenny took 2 tires, he should definitely be the leader.
He's pitting now.
He's going to lose
Kenny's
the
on pit
lead
road.
most likely, but unless these guys come in now, just behind them. Nope, it looks like only Masopes is going to go in. He's going to be the odd one out and leave it by himself. And they just barely are able to make it around Kenny going into turn 1. Kenny does not have the draft, and it looks like Drunkfest is going to pit this lap. Although it does not look like McCard or Rich Gang are going to pit just yet.
I think Kenny took... I don't know what Kenny's strategy is, because I see him behind these 2 right here. See him a little bit back there. So I don't know what's going on. This is very interesting.
I mean, does it look like he's saving?
No, he's definitely going now, but like, I don't know how he's behind them coming out of pit roads.
It looks like McCard's pitting. Rich Gang, I don't think he's pitting just yet, which is kind of risky. Oh, Rich
Maybe
Gang
he's
is
hoping for a
going to
caution?
stay out again. Being the last car of that little group of 4 to stay or to pit. It might be a little bit of a strategy. It could just be giving Kenny the lead back again. But he's going awfully slow coming out of turn 2.
A lot of stuff going on.
It seems like he's coming to the pits now. So, coming back to Kenny, he's just now getting around Rich Gang.
He made up a lot of time there then if he was
Yeah.
getting around him. Wow. If Kenny's the leader, I think he's got it.
If Kenny is the leader, I do believe he's got the win, especially with that little group being
Well-
broken up by not pitting at the same time.
I believe
Was
the
that-
16 ran out of fuel right there.
Oh, damn.
Masopes has got a little ways back.
Yeah, Masopes is awfully far, and it seems like he's all by himself too, so.
McCard lost a lot of time. He got passed by Mayhem and GG.
Well, Mayhem is on older tires,
Yes, Mayhem
as you can see right there.
pit way early.
Oh! What is Mayhem doing?
I don't know, he's driving with one hand right now.
Ooh, Mayhem giving Diamonds a little bump going into turn 2.
I think that would put Drunk in 3rd, by the way, though.
Yes,
Yeah, it should.
I believe it currently is maybe Kenny in 1st, Masopes in 2nd, and then followed by Drunk.
I'll
So-
tell you what, Masopes has gained a lot of time on Kenny. Like he was a straightaway and a
Yeah.
half behind him. Now he's halfway.
Soaps is.
I think what happened was Kenny came down too early because of his wear, and now he's having to fight fuel mileage.
He's probably kicking himself in the ass. He had one hell of a lead earlier, but it looks like it's slowly coming back to haunt him. Yeah, Soaps is gaining fast.
Yeah, I tell you what. I tell you what.
We,
I wish I knew how many laps were to go.
I'm sure we're coming down to like the last few.
Seven or six, probably. Because they had to
Call-
pit one more time about 10 laps ago, I think, is what Joker
Yeah.
said. So yeah.
A caution
about
right
7-6.
now would be godsend for Kenny, who seems to have it pretty nice right now. That would definitely save other drivers like Drunk Fest. Maybe even let him have a chance to win.
I think Kenny's starting to get back on the gas a little because it hasn't closed much that last lap. I don't know though. So
still
definitely gaining on him still.
Do we still have no confirmation of Kenny actually being the leader?
I believe he is.
Yeah, there's no-
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
There's not many cars in front of him, and
Yeah.
20's running him down like he's got to win for sure.
They're all
He
going
has to.
awfully nice and easy through these turns, though. Definitely seems
think
like
if
they're
it's-
all saving now.
I think if it's less than 5 to go, Kenny's got it. But if it's like, oh,
Oh,
Kenny,
Kenny
wow.
into the wall. Oh,
Oh
that is
no!
tough for
What?
him.
What just happened?
I do not know. I think he just got loose or might have blown a tire and hit them barrels.
I think what it was. I think it's what you said, Brody. Fuel mileage. He was trying to get to pit road there. I think. I know because he was full speed. I don't know, but
I think
that
he
puts
might have just
Masops in
gotten
the lead.
loose.
Who's
Yeah,
that behind the
Masops.
soaps?
That is Drunk Fest.
And then McCard. and
Hey,
then
so
Rich Gang.
update by Joker. Apparently the 10 is in the lead. Which, definitely a shocker, to say the least.
The 10 car.
The 10.
Where is he at? Gigi's out of fuel.
Matt Black is...
Oh, that Masops is behind him.
He is
Okay, that's who
coasting.
Masops.
Wow.
10 knows
This
how to
is-
save on this track.
This is going to be close. Wait,
If the 10 is in the
Oh.
lead, it's close.
Oh my god, here comes Masops.
wait, is
He's
that
out of
the
fuel.
end?
No,
Is that the end of the race? That's the end. Masops just or Mojo
No,
was
Oh my God.
second.
There's no way.
I don't
That's
know.
the
They're,
end.
they're
Let's,
coasting fast, yeah.
Yeah, let's get a confirmation. Let's see if the 10 had won there.
Hold on.
10 of Matt Black. Yes, the 10 has won the race. Good on the 10, being the surprise winner for stage 1. He apparently, I don't know, he just had what other people didn't, I guess.
Matt Black winning the race. Is that his first win?
I believe that is his first
Yep.
win, so
Wow.
good for Matt Black. Hopefully we can get him into this broadcast and give him a little interview and figure out the method behind the madness.
Jojo does gotta go take a poop break before his race, so he will be right back.
All right. Good to hear. All right, I will leave this race and try and get Matt Black in here.
It looks like Mo Doodle will have the fastest lap as
All
well.
right. Matt Black, the surprise Stage 1 winner and the overall winner of the 22nd race of the Xfinity season. What was your method that entire race? You definitely shocked us up here in the booth.
Well, stage 1, I knew that I could. I didn't know, but I had a good feeling that I could save enough, and I didn't really know where that would put people laps down or not. But I knew I'd start on the pole of the second stage.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
and then that caution came out, and then I got put in the wall.
We weren't even aware you were currently in the lead. We thought the JRM driver of Kenny was holding up first, and then followed by Miss Soaps. We thought you disappeared after second stage.
I ran those guys down at the end before the last round of pit stops, and then got taken out by the 78's lag. He only lagged one time, and it had to have been right when I was behind him.
I felt that.
And I just went right into saving mode, and somehow it worked out.
Yeah, like I said, you definitely shocked us up here in the booth. Definitely a surprise winner overall.
Yeah, how many laps of fuel did you have left?
I hadn't even hit 0 yet there at the end.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
And you said you do have a clutch, correct?
Oh yeah, I had clutch.
Yeah, I got one too. It's such it's so
sadly,
fun.
sadly, I got to give you a little bit of hate for that one. Me and clutches have not had that great of a history, but that's for the truck series. So,
I mean,
yeah.
people were gonna hate, but I mean, I needed to win, and this was my best way to do it. I was fast, but can't get around people who just want to run you like an idiot the whole time.
Yeah. I mean,
I
if
don't
you
blame you at
can,
all.
you can definitely make it around the people that are around you easily. It's definitely a good way to get a win. Sadly, I do not think you have enough races for playoffs, although I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No, he's ran the whole
Yeah,
season.
Black- Nope,
I ran
20,
all but
okay.
one race.
Okay. Yeah, well, good job getting a lock spot into the playoffs. So,
Thank you.
congrats on that one. And, Brody, are there any questions you'd have for our race winner?
Not really. You know, I kind of knew your plan coming into this race, and I let the booth know about it, and we were watching it pretty closely, at least in stage 1. I did not know you were about to do that in the final stage, but that was very exciting to watch, and congrats on your first career win.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, alright. It looks like we have one more person wanting an interview, the number 13 driver of Hail State, if we can get him up in here.
I am on it.
Yep. Take your time. Again, congrats, Matt Black, and hopefully you show up again on Monday.
Absolutely. I mean, probably not gonna have the same fortune at the Roval, but
Yeah, Roval definitely ain't no
yeah, I haven't
oval,
made a single
so
lap around there ever. So
you might want to get some practice in. It definitely helps.
yeah.
So we will see you again Monday.
Yep. See you guys. Thanks.
See you, man. Alright, hopefully we can get Hail State in real quick, and then I will have to hop off after a quick interview with him, and we will get into the Cup Series broadcast. I'm not sure we're going to have enough time for an interview with Hail State, which is kind of unlucky. It oddly looks like I might have to end up broadcasting the Cup race as well, which I'm fine with. All right.
Be an
Well,
exciting one.
it definitely will be. I do not know who'd be up in the booth with me. That's for certain.
I think Hale was scheduled.
Hale was scheduled, so I'm already in it. Well, thank you everyone that joined us for the 22nd race of the Xfinity series within Hennessy Performance League, not Pro League, as I was so corrected earlier. And again, congrats to Matt Black, and we will see y'all within a few minutes.